So you're thinking of moving to Wentzville, Missouri? Welcome to my channel where we focus on everything there is to know about living in St. Louis, Missouri and the surrounding areas. Today we're really going to focus on Wentzville and we're going to discuss the pros and cons of living and moving to Wentzville. If you are new to my channel, living in STL, Missouri, make sure you click that button below. I'm Heather Kendall. Let's get into it. So the number one thing about living in Wentzville, it is affordable. Wentzville offers a fantastic bang for your buck. And so if you're looking for bang for your buck, Wentzville is it. The medium home price there is about $300,000. It's significantly lower than national average for suburban areas. So if you want to live in the suburban area, be close to, the city of St. Louis, I would say Wentzville is going to be the place for you. You can find anything from a cozy fixer-upper to a brand new luxury home. There are tons of neighborhoods across Wentzville that you can choose from. They have neighborhoods that have like 3-acre lots. They have neighborhoods that are more condensed and that have schools in them, which is really cool. So next up, I want to talk about education. So home and housing wise, very affordable. You can find what you need, but let's talk about education. So Wentzville is the home of the Wentzville R5 school district. It's consistently ranked in the 20% of Missouri schools, which is fabulous. So if you want a safe school, you want a good school, Wentzville is going to be that, with new facilities like North Point High School that opened in 2021. And honestly, every time I go to Wentzville, I'm looking around and I feel like there's another school being built. Like every time I'm there, like another school is being built. And my father-in-law is a painter and he's like, I'm painting another school in Wentzville. So a lot of families are migrating to the Wentzville area, probably for the affordability and the family life that it has to offer, which is really cool. So there's a lot of schools. I think it's great. That really tells me that an area is growing when you're seeing more schools and more families moving there. And then it just makes it a great place to raise your kids. And so the location is definitely a huge plus. It's known as the crossroads of the nation. Wentzville does sit on the intersection of 170 and 164, which gives you quick access in any direction that you want to go. So if you're a road tripper, I say that all the time, I'm a road tripper, you can get where you want to go. So as far as a lot of the pros that Wentzville has, I'm talking family life. It's growing exponentially. And then a lot of schools are coming in. I will say some of the top employers here in the Wentzville area are going to be GM. I don't know why I blanked at that. I could just see it. GM Manufacturing is here, so you can do that. They do have a hospital as well here, St. Joe, and a lot of little clinics in the area that you can go to. They have a lot of big box stores that you can work at as well. And then there's also like a really historic district down in the older part of Wentzville. It has a lot of cute boutiques, eateries, and things like that you can take your family to and you can really enjoy, and they have little festivals and stuff down there. And then one of the other major employers is going to be E-Trailer, and they just expanded their building. It is huge. And they do a lot of different attachments and things that go in like vehicles, like your trucks, your trailers, your campers and things like that. So one really neat fact about them is if you attach something to your vehicle that they have never done before, they will not charge you except for the piece, and because they like to record the how-to videos. And so that's a really neat thing for you to know. Some of the cons of living in Wentzville is commuting can be a challenge. This is not going to be one of your major employer suburbs. It's not going to be. You'll probably have to drive closer somewhere else to do that. And a lot of people do commute. This is definitely a commuter suburb. So if you work in St. Louis, expect a 40 to 60 minute hour rush hour. They are doing a highway expansion there right now too, to just alleviate some of the traffic as well. It can get pretty congested. Growth comes with growing pains, right? So Wentzville has a rapid expansion, which means construction is everywhere. New homes, schools, businesses are popping up really fast, and they're just trying to keep up. So this definitely fuels the economy, but it can feel a little bit frustrating when you're trying to travel around and do things. And then they did open, I did want to make this also a pro for you, they did open a Recplex center here in the last 5 years. That's very cool that you can be a part of, and it has a pool and different things like that. The weather is another consideration if you're moving to Wentzville. Wentzville has a very humid climate. So summers can hit like the 80s and the 90s and sometimes above, and it can be very sticky. But if you're not a fan of extreme seasons, then you're good to go. I feel like anywhere that you move in Missouri, not just St. Louis, you can get some of those very extreme weather patterns, but that's just living in the Midwest. So if you're looking to raise a family, you're looking for a lot of activities and a lot of things for your kiddos to do, because there are several parks to choose from, Wentzville is the area for you. If you want more space to grow, you want a bigger lot, can buy those. You can have those if you want, more of that community fostered care, then you can do that. One of the largest neighborhoods in Wentzville is Stone Meadows. It has grown in the last decade or more since, I've been traveling up Highway Z, which is one of the main road systems in Wentzville. But at the very beginning, they have a school on one end, they have a school on another end, they have daycares, they have senior living, they have like duplexes, they have regular single family homes, they have larger single family homes. I think they have their own dedicated fire station actually in that neighborhood, which is kind of cool. So that is definitely some of the pros and cons of moving to Wentzville. So if you're looking to move in 9 or 90 days, my contact information is below. You can call, text, or email, and we'll get you started. Thanks so much.